Star Pickett makes a living as a rideshare driver. His PA EZPass account shows his job takes him through a lot of toll booths. But Star is struggling to make sense of all these violation notices from the New Jersey Turnpike Authority.
And how much do the fees total?
$238.
Star says when he called the NJ Turnpike Authority, they told him to send proof of his PA EZPass account.
And that should take care of it, to show that I'm in good standing. So that's what I did. And then they still kept on bringing bills in.
He's not alone.
How many drivers have you heard from?
Oh, hundreds.
Attorney Matthew Ferranda Dietrich has filed a lawsuit on behalf of other drivers who got hit with these administrative fees, some as high as $50.
Tracy, our lawsuit really is seeking the answer to a very straightforward question. That question is, how can it possibly cost $50 to process and collect a single unpaid toll?
The suit claims the administrative fee is excessive and more than it actually costs the authority to send the bill and recoup the toll, and points to a state statute that says the Turnpike can charge the toll and a reasonable administrative fee established by the authority and based upon the actual cost of processing and collecting the violation. A Superior Court judge ruled in January the $50 administrative fee is neither a fine nor represents unauthorized profit. A higher court is now reviewing the case.
The appellate court has asked us to build a very substantial record so that they can answer the straightforward question of how can it possibly cost $50 to process and collect an unpaid toll. We have built that record.
I've been getting EZPass violations when I have an account in what I think is good standing for years, sometimes many of them in a row.
New Jersey State Senator Declan O'Scanlan has his own plan to limit the fees. He's authored a bill that would force the NJ Turnpike Authority to check to see if vehicles have active EZPass accounts before sending out violations. If there is an up-to-date active account, the toll would be automatically deducted and there would be no violation. If the account is not up to date, O'Scanlan wants clear communication.
Hey, please make sure your email is up to date. Please replenish your card. Even if they want to charge some marginal administrative fee for that, I can be okay with that. But I shouldn't get hundreds of dollars of violation notices.
His bill unanimously passed the Senate and has been sent to the Assembly. That won't help Star at this point. NJ Turnpike Authority insists he got those violation fees because his account was not current. Star's account shows it's on auto replenishment, and he insists his account was current.
Through Pennsylvania, I have no problem. It's just when I go over to Jersey is when I have the issues.
NBC10 reached out to the New Jersey Turnpike Authority about the lawsuit. The spokesperson cited that judge's opinion from January. And regarding the legislation proposed by Senator O'Scanlan, the spokesperson says the process proposed to make sure everything is done to reach the driver before a violation is sent is exactly what the Turnpike Authority currently does. If you have a consumer problem, call NBC10 Responds. We're here to help. Those are the numbers. We can help you in English or Spanish. Or go online, NBC10.com/responds, and fill out our complaint form.